So good morning friends, welcome to Raj Malhotra IAS. So guys, here we are about to start the session. The PDF for today's session has already been uploaded on our Telegram group. You can download the PDF from there. So here we are connected and live. Mohit, Ajay, Vicky, Supreet, Kaveri, Pooja, Priti Sharma, good morning. So today it has been raining massively in Chandigarh. Krishna, good morning. Chaliye. So let's start the session without waiting for much time. So as you can see on the screen, statement by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He's saying that all birds find shelter during the rain, but eagle avoids rain by flying above the clouds. Problems are common, but attitude makes the difference. And attitude is really very important in our life. Specifically, if you are appearing for UPSC, or you can say after getting into service as well, we need to have the positive attitude. That is must. We need to have the positive attitude. Okay, see, all of us, we are going to face problems in our life, but it's your attitude which is going to make difference here. If you have the positive attitude and you are not fearful of the problem, you are initiative taker, okay, you are having the commitment, you will definitely be able to overcome that difficulty. You will find the solution yourself. You will use your wisdom to find the solution. But at the end of the day, it is your attitude which is making the difference. If at the start itself, if you are experiencing the fear, okay, then definitely you will not be able to make an effort, and neither you will be willing to make an effort. So that's why our attitude is really very important in our life, specifically in public service. So if you need to understand one thing, after getting into public service, what are the problems that an officer might have to face? Okay, so there are challenges, like suspensions will be there, political pressures will be there, resource crunch will be there. Okay, so you have to deal with all these things, and in dealing with these things without a positive attitude, it is not possible for an officer to function. You will not be able to provide governance. So this is really very important, okay, that we need to have positive attitude in our life. Problems are going to be there for everyone. Everyone will be facing any type of problems in their life, but it is their attitude which will make the difference. We cannot sit there and complain about things. Okay, we cannot sit there and complain about things, or we cannot wait that those particular issues that are there, that are to be resolved first, and then you will provide governance. So if you have this complaint that administration has corruption, okay, अगर आपको ये लगता है कि एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन में करप्शन है, so आप ये नहीं बोल सकते कि that you will be sitting there and you will not be able to, you will not be performing because corruption is there. No, it's not like that. So you should know that this is part of the system, and despite all these problems, hurdles, it is important that you have to provide governance. Now one student is asking, sir, how to manage political interference? See, you need to understand one thing here. Bureaucracy, first of all, it is a rule bound thing. Okay, bureaucracy is rule bound. Bureaucracy follows rules, regulations. So if political pressure is there, then definitely bureaucrat can show the rule to the political master. बोल सकते हैं ना ब्यूरोक्रेट कि भाई हाँ जी देखो सर, मैं तो रूल के अगेंस्ट नहीं जा सकता. ओके, if I'll go against the rules, then in future enquiry may be initiated against me. You are in service of 5 years. आप तो 5 साल के लिए आए हो यहाँ पे. I will be there in service for 32, 35, 37, whatever is the, like, till the time you are of the age 60, आप उस सर्विस में रहोगे. And definitely it's a good answer. Code of conduct, rules, those things should be used. In this way we can seriously, you can say, deal with this problem. Okay, so this is how we have to keep things in our mind. And the point is this: an officer should have the upright attitude. Okay, like he should have a spine to say no to the political master. मना ही तो करना ना, क्या कर लेंगे ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा? सस्पेंशन हो जाएगा, what else? Okay, ट्रांसफर हो जाएगा, what else? Don't care about those things. Have spine to say no to the political masters. This is what is expected from you. You know what is right, you are guided by the constitutional values, and you have to just implement that. People's service, public service, they should be the prime, you can say, guiding principle for you, nothing else. Okay, so this is the point. So now let's start the major component for your, you can say, newspaper. So Zubair walks out of the jail as Supreme Court grants bail in the UP case. Okay, see, you need to understand, bail is not a right. Bail is not a right. Okay, so this is the important point you have to understand. That's why things are done only after the proper judicial process, और initially bail नहीं भी मिलती कुछ matter में. And other type of problem is this: there are so many, you can say, offenses which are still there in the statute. Means there are so many, you can say, provisions that are existing. Now sedition, section 1 to 4A. Okay, sedition is there. The point is this, the point is this: we cannot say that sedition will be there or not, it will be proved or not. Okay, but by that time the person is behind the bars, definitely harassment will be there. Who will pay for this person if later, after some, you can say, proper judicial process, if things are out that there was no case for judicial, but no case for sedition, but an individual will already be there in the jail for, you can say, 15 days, 10 days. So these are the problems that are there. Okay, so we need to consider these things. थोड़ा बहुत हमें इन चीज़ों के बारे में सोचना होता है, ठीक है ना? थोड़ा problematic भी हो सकता है. Okay, so this is the point, this is the point that you have to understand. Now there is another news. Ranil Wickremesinghe elected president of crisis hit Sri Lanka. Okay, so this is what has been done. See, the point is this: people, they have no trust on the existing, you can say, politician or political class that are there in uh, Sri Lanka. Okay, so the question is this: for how long will they be able to sustain? And they are already, you can say, asking for the help from India and other countries, and without the external help, it won't be easy. It won't be easy. Their survival won't be easy. चीज़ें बाकी उनके साथ नहीं हो सकती. Okay, so this is the important point that you have to understand here. They may be trying, but still it may take time. So other than that, this controversy is going on. Supreme Court is asking if Shinde's factions dissent amount to split. Okay, so split and merger, this is what they are looking for, because as per the 10th schedule, okay, merger is allowed and split is not. You have this criteria whether two-third members, they were with Shinde or not. So if two-third members were there, then it will be a merger. Okay, and they have not joined any political party. They are claiming that we are the real Shiv Sena. So this is how it's a new type of problem. They have not joined BJP, neither they have formed a new party, but they are saying that they are the new Shiv Sena. Means new in the sense they are the original Shiv Sena. This is what they are claiming here. Okay, and this is how things are a bit complex. So we have to wait and watch how, you can say, Supreme Court will turn out here, what decision will be there by the Supreme Court. Okay, so other than that, there is nothing much. So directly we'll move to the editorial section, and in today's editorial section, so we will be taking up editorials. Okay, India, Vietnam, and the first editorial is about revamp India school health services. Okay, so here they are, here in this editorial, it is, they are talking about, see, we need to understand one thing: medical care is one thing, okay, and health is the other thing. Health is more holistic. Health is more holistic. Your nutritional intake, your environment around you, etc, etc, etc. Medical is about the medical care, whether hospital facility is there or not, doctor is there or not. Okay, health may include medical care as one component, but health has the wider connotation, and we need to know this thing. Now you need to understand one thing here. They are asking few things. They are saying that in India, whenever we talk about health, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा हम क्या करते हैं, लाइक वी स्टार्ट फोकसिंग ऑन द न्यूट्रिशन पार्ट. ओके, भाई सिर्फ न्यूट्रिशन की बात कर लेंगे. अब आप बात कर लो मिड डे मील स्कीम. So midday meal scheme is just talking about the nutrition, but the point is this: health, when you say in totality, is it just about nutrition? No, there are a whole lot other things that are important. Mental, you can say, stress that a student has to undergo. Competitive environment चल रहा है यहाँ पे. So like puberty. Okay, students are going to reach puberty. So again, like there are new things that will be coming up in the body and the mind of, you can say, students. So in this way, health is a comprehensive subject, and you have to deal it in that way. You cannot just confine it to the nutrition, or you can say medical care. ऐसा नहीं होता. हेल्थ को हेल्थ की तरह लेना होता है. इट्स अ कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव थिंग. Okay, so this is what this editorial is pointing out, that here at present we should start thinking on those lines. So here they are saying this: now schools, they are reopened, so they are saying that this is the right opportunity for the government to come out with this comprehensive package of service. Okay, where you will include school services along with the health. And health, here I am saying that there should be a holistic effort in multiple areas. This is what they are saying. Okay, now whenever we talk about learning and other things, schooling is important for us, but without the healthy body, you cannot expect an healthy mind or healthy brain. So this is important here. Okay, but here we have seen over the time, this school health services, they are treated not seriously. There is inadequate policy intervention at this point. अभी किसी ने इसके बारे में सोचा ही नहीं होगा. ठीक है ना. So here it is mentioned here that there are new type of problems that are there, and these are age specific health needs. Okay, so dietary habits, irregular sleep, lack of physical activity, mental, dental, eye problems, sexual behavior, use of tobacco, other substances, addiction, etc., etc. A student might undergo these things. So you need to deal them separately here. You need to have a specific arrangement for these particular purpose. And here you need to have a proper definition for health. Just providing a medical assistance is not sufficient. You have to think about these things holistically. Okay, so the health knowledge acquired, lifestyle adopted in the school going age are known to stay in adulthood. So if you are learning right set of, you can say, values, right set of behavior habits during the early age, they are going to stay with you forever. आपके साथ ही रहेगा. आपको पता होगा कि क्या डाइटरी प्रैक्टिस होनी चाहिए, विच इज द फूड विच इज टू बी ईटन एंड विच नॉट. टोबैको, उसके नुकसान क्या हैं, फायदे क्या हैं. You will come to know that, you will come to, you can say, know about these things quite early in your life, and subsequently later on a student can make choices. Okay, अब पहले से ही अगर स्टूडेंट को पता होगा कि टोबैको कंजम्पशन से नुकसान हो सकता है, so there are chances that like he will not go for tobacco consumption. This is how things are. And later on in 1953, the Secondary Education Committee of the Government of India recommended comprehensive policy intervention dealing with school health and school feeding program. अब इन्होंने बोला तो सही कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव करना है, लेकिन आउटकम क्या होता है इंडिया के अंदर, ले दे के फोकस किस पे डाल देते हैं, न्यूट्रिशन के ऊपर. दैट मिड डे मील स्कीम चला दो एंड मिड डे मील स्कीम इज गोइंग टू रिजॉल्व ऑल द हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम्स. इज इट लाइक दैट? नो. Who will care about sanitation? Who will care about, say, other questions that a student has to undergo, menstrual hygiene and all these things? So ये सारी चीजें भी हमारे लिए important है. So at present, this new idea has been proposed with the acronym of FRESH. Okay, this is the, you can say, idea that was proposed by WHO, UNICEF, World Bank. So it's a comprehensive tool or framework that has been proposed. So they are saying that there are 4 core areas where you need to focus upon. तो पहला ये कह रहे हैं कि water, sanitation, environment, उस पे focus करो. Skill based health education, it is important. Educate the children regarding how to handle your health. School based health, there need to be a proper arrangement, a counselor, nutritionist, okay, or you can say psychologist, so that you can look into the comprehensive thing. किसी को अगर mental issue है, like कुछ depression आ रहा है, तो you need to provide assistance at the school level itself. So all this is required. Okay, all this is required. Now other thing is that there should be some supporting strategy. So those supporting strategy will incorporate providing education, health sector, community partnership, and student partnership. So these things are important here. Okay. Now there are some suggestions that India should bring in. So here this editorial is saying that every Indian state need to review the status. So first of all, you need to know now what exactly is the problem. Identify areas that are required to be improved. So that's why you need to know the status. Okay, you need to have a proper roadmap that how you will be going to strengthen the school health services. प्रॉपर आफ्टर प्रॉपर रिसर्च एंड ऑल एक्सपर्ट से एडवाइस लेके आप एक रोड मैप बनाइए. दिस इज व्हाट दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट. ओके. देन 15th फाइनेंस कमीशन like grant for health sector should and could be leveraged. The point is this: already 15th finance commission has suggested that okay, we need to expand our health expenditure, and here those recommendations can be implemented because additional money will be required. अगर आप अपने पब्लिक स्कूल हेल्थ सिस्टम को इम्प्रूव करना चाहते हैं तो additional money will be required, and here the suggestion by the 15th finance commission can be utilized for this particular purpose. Okay. Then they are saying that we need to focus on the health infrastructure at the school level. Now, this renewed focus, it should be focusing on preventive care, promotive care, curative care. Okay, preventive, you need to work on the well-being of the student, children, playground वगैरह उनके लिए होना चाहिए. Okay, physical activity आपको promote करनी है, healthy choices in life वो आपको promote करनी है. So these things should be carried out. Now, teachers can also look into some of the things like adolescent sexual health, okay, subjects such as menstrual hygiene. So teachers को भी इस चीज के लिए थोड़ा train करने की जरूरत है. They need to be trained for these particular things. Then third thing they are talking about is the school health clinics should be supplemented with the online consultation. So here you have to use the technology, and like children they are also quite tech savvy, so it is important that this thing should be carried out. Okay, it is important that this thing should be carried out. So online consultation, online counseling sessions, we can organize those things. A health expert can organize those things. Okay, this is what it is talking about. And participation of parents is really very important because sensitivity of the parents are is very crucial here. Okay, if parents and teachers they are acting as a team, definitely the children will be benefiting out of it. Okay, बहुत ज़्यादा benefit children को होगा यहाँ पे. This is the important point here. Other thing they are asking is that the government school health service initiative do not include private schools most of the time. Okay, so private schools do have some health services which are nearly always restricted to the curative care and taking care of emergencies. So even the private schools they have to think beyond the curative and the emergency dealing. कि कोई बच्चा गिर गया, सिर्फ उतना ही अरेंजमेंट होता है स्कूल के अंदर. ओके, लाइक दिस इज हाउ इट वाज इन माय स्कूल. सो देयर यूज्ड टू बी अ मेडिकल एक्सपर्ट, बट कोई मतलब आई हैवंट सीन एनी स्टूडेंट गोइंग फॉर like counseling or other things. Okay, so if someone is facing any problem, डिस्पेंसरी बना रखी थी स्कूल के अंदर ही, किसी स्टूडेंट को चोट लग गई एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा, सो उस केस में वो जरूर काम करते थे. ओके, अदरवाइज इट वाजंट देयर. सो अदर थिंग इज दिस आयुष्मान भारत प्रोग्राम, लाइक अ स्कूल हेल्थ इनिशिएटिव वाज लॉन्च्ड in early 2020, but implementation was suboptimal. Okay, so you have to make sure that whatever existing programs, schemes that are running, those programs and schemes should be implemented properly. Without that we cannot expect things to improve. So seventh is that students are the future of the society, so even the society has to be participating in that. So elected representatives, professional associators and all have to participate in that. सबको यहाँ पे participate करना होगा. बिना सबके participation के चीजें जल्दी result नहीं देंगी. Okay, this is how it will be. This is how it will be. So we'll move to the next editorial. Next editorial is talking about India Vietnam. Okay, so India Vietnam relation, and you should be knowing this part that we were thinking of selling, you can say, BrahMos missile to Vietnam. Okay, and Vietnam has some issue with border dispute, maritime border dispute with China. Okay, so this is how history have been so far. Now you need to understand one thing here. Here is your Vietnam, here is India, and this particular area, okay, it is important for India. So we can claim that Vietnam has this strategic location. Vietnam has this strategic location, and it is important for India, and it is important for India here. Okay, so this is what is about. Now they are facing this challenge from China. China से हमेशा challenge आता रहता है वियतनाम को. Earlier you can say ONGC Videsh. Okay, so we were carrying out some gas extraction activity here. China opposed it. China was not happy when we were planning to sell BrahMos missile to Vietnam. So this is how the overall scenario is in this particular area. Okay. Now you should know this. India has Act East policy. Okay. US has something called Indo-Pacific strategy. So Indo-Pacific strategy. Okay. And India is an important part in that. So it is said that Vietnam can also play important role. If we are cooperating with Vietnam, definitely it can play important role. And earlier there was a suggestion that we can talk about Quad Plus, कि भी Quad को expand कर दो, and Vietnam can be added to it. Okay, this is how it was proposed. This is how it was proposed. पहले ये बात भी की गई थी. So here this is the whole scenario. Now India and Vietnam, they are celebrating their 5th anniversary, okay, of diplomatic relations. So friendship between the two countries is a natural outcome of growing convergence in their strategic and economic interest. आपके strategic और जो economic interest है वो converge कर रहे हैं. हमें चाइना को counter करना है, ये आपका strategic interest है, दोनों countries का जो converge हो रहा है. We have to do trade, we have to grow. Okay, we have to facilitate prosperity, you have to create employment, etc, etc, etc. So in this way your economic interests are also aligning. Then you have common vision for peace, prosperity for the people. Okay, so we do have a common vision. That's also, you can say, the aligning thing between the two countries. Now both the countries, they have earlier in the past did the commitment कि भी साथ में चलेंगे. Okay, साथ में चलेंगे, this and that, and both are working on those particular lines. There are shared concerns that are there. Okay, maritime nation, India is also a maritime nation, Vietnam is also a maritime nation, and our external trade 90% by volume is passing through sea, so we have a direct interest in that. If something is happening in South China Sea, we will be impacted by that. हमारा जरूर उसका हम पे असर पड़ेगा. Okay, so this is the important point here. And in this particular way, India has already started, increasing or intensifying its engagement with the neighbors. So Vietnam हो चाहे बाकी maritime neighbors हो, सबके साथ हम यहाँ पे बातचीत कर रहे हैं. Okay, because we have a common enemy, common concern, that is China. Even the Vietnam have this problem with China, so do we. Okay, and in this way somehow you can say that India's Indo-Pacific strategy and the Indo-Pacific, you can say, idea or vision of Vietnam, they are aligning. So your political as well as the security engagements, they are aligning here. Okay, तो साथ में हमारा आना एक तरीके से ये निर्धारित है, निर्धारित in the sense then ये लिखा हुआ है, we will be coming together. This is the point. So in this way both countries are working to address their shared concerns, specifically the energy security, open and secure sea lanes. Okay, so freedom of navigation को दोनों यहाँ पे support करते हैं. ठीक है, and like Indian companies ONGC Videsh, they are already carrying out, you can say, oil and gas exploration in the South China Sea, and primarily it is in Vietnam's water. तो वियतनाम के पानी में वो सब ऑलरेडी हम वहाँ पे कर रहे हैं. ठीक है ना. सो दिस इज द पॉइंट हियर. ओके, सो अदर थिंग इज दैट लाइक Vietnam has great strategic location when it comes to the maritime security. So if you are having a base in Vietnam, if you are having good equation with Vietnam, definitely you can observe what is going on in the Pacific Ocean. Pacific Ocean में क्या चल रहा है क्या नहीं चल रहा है उसके बारे में आप नजर रख सकते हो. Okay, that's the point here. And we have to counter the assertive China. That's the common element that is there. Okay, so India is already working forward to engage, to increase its trade in the eastern and the southeastern Asia. Now the point is this, why are we doing this? Because we want वी आर एक्सप्लोरिंग आर नॉर्थ ईस्ट कनेक्टिविटी टू द साउथ ईस्ट एशिया। हम अपने नॉर्थ ईस्ट की साउथ ईस्ट एशिया के साथ कनेक्टिविटी एक्सप्लोर कर रहे हैं, एंड इन दैट डेफिनेटली वी वांट बिजनेस टू बी कैरिड आउट विद बिटवीन इंडिया एंड वियतनाम, और उसका बेनिफिट जरूर हमारे नॉर्थ ईस्ट के स्टेट्स को मिल सकता है। ओके, सो दिस इज द इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट दैट इज देयर। वी हैव दिस desire to intensify the presence to track potential development. Okay, so we are working on से मैरीटाइम डोमेन पे हम स्पेसिफिकली काम कर रहे हैं। योर नेवल फोर्सेस दे आर एंगेजिंग विद ईच अदर, वी आर रेडी टू हैव द डिफेंस एंगेजमेंट, हम डिफेंस में भी दोनों साथ में मिलकर काम करना चाहते हैं। ओके, वी आर रेडी टू सेल देम द ब्रह्मोस मिसाइल्स, द टेक्नोलॉजी एंड ऑल, हम वो सब भी असिस्ट करने को तैयार हैं, ठीक है ना। एंड वी डू सपोर्ट फ्रीडम ऑफ नेविगेशन एंड पीसफुल रेजोल्यूशन ऑफ डिस्प्यूट्स दैट आर देयर एंड रिस्पेक्ट फॉर इंटरनेशनल लॉज, और चाइना इनमें से किसी को भी रिस्पेक्ट नहीं करता है। ओके, सो दिस इज द रीजन व्हाई यू कैन से दैट देयर इज अ लेजिटिमेट रीजन फॉर इंडिया एंड वियतनाम टू कम क्लोजर, और दोनों हम साथ में आ भी सकते हैं। दिस इज द ओवरऑल पॉइंट। नाउ वी हैड दिस स्ट्रेटेजिक पार्टनरशिप in 2007, and then there was comprehensive strategic partnership in 2016. Already we were moving in that direction to deepen your ties. Okay, strategic and defense cooperation, maritime domain में naval component पे we are already doing that. India provided $100 million line defense line of credit, already we are doing that. Okay, uh, हम डिफेंस वियतनाम के डिफेंस कैपेबिलिटी को भी बढ़ाने की बात कर रहे हैं। वी आर रेडी टू प्रोवाइड देम विद टेक्नोलॉजी एंड ऑल। सो दिस इज हाउ आवर रिलेशंस विद वियतनाम इज गोइंग टू बी, और चीज़ें काफ़ी अच्छी हो रही हैं, ठीक है ना। दिस इज द पॉइंट, एंड द कंट्री इटसेल्फ इज इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अस। So we'll move to the next point now. Next news editorial is related to the inflation part. Okay, so in this editorial they are saying that like monetary policy, we are working on monetary policy, but in truth and is it producing the desired result? Okay, आप monetary policy की बात करते हो तो क्या वो desired result आपको दे रहा है, ये सवाल आपको करना होगा। Okay, I doubt that. I doubt that, because you need to understand RBI Monetary Policy Committee, like they have increased the interest rate etc etc इन्होंने किया है, but the impact is limited। यहाँ पे कहीं ना कहीं impact जो है वो limited है, and the why the impact is limited we all know this। okay, impact limited होना भी था, क्यों? Because at present the inflation is primarily because of the shortage because of the international, you can say, problem that has been created। so earlier it was corona ने क्या किया, global supply chain को impact किया। okay, so earlier global supply chain was not functioning and it was bit problematic, or today you have Ukraine Russia war, again the situation is same। so there is fuel shortage going on, the prices of fuel is shooting up, prices of oil, palm, they are shooting up। okay, palm oil, edible oil basically। so in this way, this crisis that is going on, it is the outcome of Ukraine Russia war। so this is the claim that has been done। now in this scenario we have to understand the impact of your monetary policy is going to be limited। भाई पीछे से ही shortage है, आपकी monetary policy क्या करेगी, कितना interest rate ऊपर नीचे कर लोगे, एक limited way में किया जा सकता है ना, ज़्यादा तो नहीं होगा। so that's why it's a major issue here। so this editorial is talking about those things। so they are saying that inadequacy of monetary policy to address food price driven inflation has been recently flagged। भाई अब मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी कमेटी आपकी नहीं कर पाएगी, कुछ और यहाँ पे सोचना पड़ेगा। ओके, सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड, वी हैव टू लुक इनटू द फैक्टर्स दैट आर ड्राइविंग द इन्फ्लेशन हियर इन दिस कंट्री। सो डेफिनेटली राइजिंग प्राइसेस आर देयर, शॉर्टेज ऑफ फूड, दिस इज वन ऑफ द रीजन। ओके, स्पेसिफिकली द कमोडिटी प्राइसेस लाइक wheat, बिकॉज इन द इंटरनेशनल मार्केट यूक्रेनियन wheat इज नॉट कमिंग, पीछे से सप्लाई मतलब रुक गया ना, supply रुक गया, Ukrainian wheat is not coming, already there is a shortage going on। so in that scenario definitely the prices are going to shoot। so this conclusion can be way off the mark when the concerned goods account only for a small part of consumption basket। okay, now while the price of edible oil it is increasing, wheat it is increasing, fuel prices it is increasing, all these things are increasing here, and this is the present trend that is going on। आज की डेट में ये ट्रेंड एक तरीके से चल रहा है। ओके, एंड द थिंग इज दिस, The present inflation that is there is because of the fuel and the light, fat and the oil, energy requirements that are leading to the, you can say, inflation at present. So your currency is depreciating, imports are becoming costlier, वहां से inflation हो रहा है. आपको समझना पड़ेगा inflation वाकई हो क्यों रहा है. So this is how things are, and in this way, what does it show? It shows that whatever you may try to do, the impact of monetary policy is going to be limited. Impact of monetary policy is going to be limited. Okay, so this is the important point here. So Bhaskar is sharing this thing with us that RBI is going to release 100 billion to appreciate the value of Indian rupee. See Bhaskar, I doubt it. 100 billion is a big, you can say, number here. Already we were nearly 586, and if even if it is 100 billion, it will be over the time. आज की डेट में एकदम से पॉसिबल नहीं है ये. ओवर द टाइम आरबीआई जरूर इसे रिलीज करेगा. ओके, सो करेंसी कैसे डिसाइड होता है आपका करेंसी रेट? इट ऑल डिपेंड्स अपॉन द डिमांड एंड सप्लाई. Okay, demand and supply. So if you will increase the supply, the price of dollar will come down. So right now dollar is in demand. डॉलर आपका डिमांड में है. सारा काम पूरी दुनिया में डॉलर पे चलता है. और अगर आरबीआई डॉलर की सप्लाई कर देगा तो रुपी के रिस्पेक्ट में जो इन्फ्लेशन आ रहा है, जो भी इंक्रीज आ रहा है डॉलर के उसमें, दैट कैन बी रिड्यूस्ड. ओके, दिस इज हाउ थिंग्स आर डन. बट द पॉइंट इज दिस, even this action has its limitation. And other angle you have to explore is this. I am saying that the like depreciation is going on, aapka rupee weak ho raha hai. You compare yourself with the other currencies. Okay, so relatively if you see, Indian rupee is still well off. काफी ठीक ठाक चल रहा है यहाँ पे, इतनी बुरी हालत नहीं है. ठीक है, 80 से ऊपर चला गया है, बट कंपेयर योरसेल्फ विद द अदर करेंसीज दैट आर देयर. बाकियों की हालत और ज्यादा पतली है. So this is how things are. This is how things are. So at present it is quite clear that your monetary policy, it will be inadequate to address the food price driven inflation. Okay, तो मामला कुछ और चल रहा है और हम दवाई कुछ और दे रहे हैं. प्रॉब्लम ये आ रही है. ठीक है ना. So problem is something different and we are trying to come out with solution in a different way. Okay, so this is how things may not match. We'll move to the next, you can say, news here. Before that, let's look into this. Okay, CAPF, children of the lesser god. See, you need to understand one thing. There is a complaint among the CAPF officers, Central Armed Police Force officers. Okay, so what sort of problems they are facing? They sometimes they face problems in case of allowances. Okay, so they have this complaint that their salary, their allowances, they are less than, you can say, army personnel. But they claim that you are putting up in a same difficult situation. हम तो same difficult situation में काम करते हैं, but our salary is less. Why is that? Another point, you have to understand one thing. Now CAPF, okay, like there will be an IPS officer who will be asked to head this organization. और वो IPS officer उठा के लाओगे किसी state से. Okay, it will be like that. Central डेपुटेशन पे आया होगा कोई आईपीएस ऑफिसर स्टेट कार्डर से. नाउ इफ दैट आईपीएस ऑफिसर इज फ्रॉम डिफरेंट स्टेट कार्डर, ओके, that officer will not be able to understand the culture of that centrally armed police force. अब हर एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का अपना कल्चर होता है. बीएसएफ का अपना कल्चर है, सीआईएसएफ का अपना कल्चर है. बाहर से आपने आईपीएस उठा के बिठा दिया वहां पे, जिनको पता ही नहीं है कि ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में क्या है. That IPS, that boss, that head, he has no idea about what are the problems that CAPF personnel they are facing. कुछ नहीं पता उनको. And other thing is this, what about the morale of officers that are there within the CAPF? उनके मोराल का क्या होगा? Because every time you are bringing a head from outside, हर बार आप एक head उठा के लेके आ रहे हो कहीं और से, their morale will be down. They will never be able to head the, you can say, this particular force. हमेशा IPS ही क्यों? सेंट्रल आर्म्ड पुलिस फोर्स के अंदर जो कमांडेंट, डिप्टी कमांडेंट, जो लोग सर्विस ज्वाइन करते हैं, why they can't reach to the position of director? These are the things that we have to look upon. और यही डिबेट है यहाँ पे. ओके, बाहर से उठा के क्यों लेके आते हो? ये सवाल अक्सर किया जाता है. And these are the problems that are existing. Okay, so we need to treat them, you can say, with dignity. ऐसा करने की ज़रूरत है यहाँ पे. So we'll move to the next part, next news. So on this page, sweltering heat wave across the Europe. Okay, so this is what is going on. I already told you. So climate change से ये होता है वहाँ पे. Okay, so I told you intensity will increase, extreme events will increase. Okay, extreme events increase होंगे. And the point is this: climate change, it is going on, it is real, we cannot close our eyes, you have to be, you can say, very cautious about it, this is going to happen. अभी तो खेल शुरू हुआ है और क्या क्या होगा हमें वो देखना होगा यहाँ पे. ओके, सो एवरीथिंग कैन बी इम्पैक्टेड, आपकी फूड सिक्योरिटी से रिलेटेड, फूड सिक्योरिटी से लेके अदर्स थिंग्स, all those things will be impacted by the climate change, so we have to take it quite seriously. दैट्स द पॉइंट हेयर. ओके, तो काफ़ी सीरियसली चीज़ों को लेने की ज़रूरत है. सो अदर देन दैट देयर इज़ नथिंग मच. सो विल मूव टू द नेक्स्ट पेज, आगे अगले पेज पे चलते हैं. ओके, सो 7 डाई आफ्टर कंज्यूमिंग इलिसिट लिकर. सी, दिस इज द प्रॉब्लम दैट इज देयर, दिस इज द प्रॉब्लम ऑफ गवर्नेंस. सो हाउ कैन वी अलाउ दीज थिंग्स? इलिसिट लिकर बना कैसे? ये कुछ सवाल है जो हमें डील करने पड़ेंगे. Accused in DSP murder case held. Okay, yesterday a DSP was killed, so we have seen it, and in October he was supposed to retire. तो ये सब है यहाँ पे. ओके, अदर देन दैट देर इज नथिंग मच, कुछ खास नहीं है. So we'll move to this particular news. Okay, so cheetah likely to arrive in Kuno before 15th of August. So India has signed an agreement with Namibia. So there we are trying to again bring cheetah. Okay, introduce cheetah back to the Indian subcontinent, or Kuno National Park, that is in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, so there this cheetah will be placed. ओके, सो विल ट्राई टू एक्सप्लोर कि भी चीता यहाँ पे कैसे रहता है और कैसे उसका एक्सपेंशन होता है. बट इट्स अ गुड थिंग. स्पेसिफिकली इट विल प्रमोट, यू कैन से, टूरिज्म. टूरिज्म तो प्रमोट करेगा ये कम से कम. ओके, सो दिस इज हाउ थिंग्स आर. सो विल मूव टू द नेक्स्ट पार्ट नाउ, आगे चलते हैं. सो हेयर वी हैव दिस न्यूज ऑन द इंटरनेशनल पेज. Okay, so after Putin's fresh warning, EU tells members to cut gas usage. Now you need to understand, this is what Russian strategy is about. See, if this war is going to stretch to winters, अगर ये war winters तक stretch हो गया, now winters in Europe means that you will be requiring, you can say, too much gas to keep yourself warm. अपने आप को गर्म रखने के लिए गैस का कंजम्पशन बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ जाएगा. And in the coming time, the dependency of European countries on Russia will also increase like that. Okay, winters के अंदर अभी गैस का consumption बढ़ेगा, and this is what Russians might be planning to use as a, you can say, tool. Okay, तो ज़रूर ऐसा हो सकता है, and that's why European Union it is asking the members to cut down the gas usage. अगर gas usage कम होगा तो आपको requirement भी कम होगी. Okay, so this is how the present thing is. These calculations have also to be looked in. Other than that there is nothing much, कुछ खास नहीं है. Now what does Putin wants from Iran? So Iran had said that Russia has legitimate security concern. Okay, so at least when other countries are keeping a distance, Iran is the one which is, you can say, taking the lead and saying that Russia has direct security concerns in Ukraine, and it is somehow trying to legitimize the Russian invasion. Okay, so this is what is right now. ये है आज की देश की ताज़ा खबर. So और कोई सपोर्ट करे ना करे, ईरान सपोर्ट कर रहा है. Already they have strategic partnership. Okay, and this is how things are. Iran is already trying that these western sanctions should be lifted as soon as possible. जो ये सैंक्शन लगे हुए हैं ये तो जल्दी से जल्दी लिफ्ट हो जाए. Okay, this is what they are planning, this is what they are expecting. So this is how things are right now. Other than that there is, okay, so center pays windfall tax on crude. Now center introduced this windfall tax. ये windfall tax क्या है? सेंटर ने ना windfall tax को इंट्रोड्यूस किया था. Now what was the thing? See, in the international market, okay, oil prices were quite high. Oil prices बहुत ज़्यादा high थे. But we were getting oil from Russia. Now you were getting oil from Russia at the subsidized, you can say, rate. सब्सिडाइज रेट पे सस्ता मिल रहा है. सपोज इफ इंटरनेशनल मार्केट इज $110 per barrel, we were getting it for $80 per barrel from Russia. Now the thing is that Indian companies, they were using this oil, this particular $80 barrel oil, and was refining it, और उसके बाद उसे बेच रहे थे इंटरनेशनल मार्केट में एट दिस रेट. सो दे वर मेकिंग प्रॉफिट आउट ऑफ इट. ओके, मेजर प्रॉफिट यहाँ पे कमा रहे थे वो. एंड दे वर मोर इंटरेस्टेड इन एक्सपोर्ट्स, क्योंकि बाहर के कंट्रीज के लिए तो तेल महंगा हो गया, और हम क्योंकि रशिया से ले रहे हैं हमें सस्ता पड़ रहा था. ओके, दिस वाज द सिनेरियो, एंड देयर फोकस वाज मेजरली ऑन एक्सपोर्ट्स. नाउ these exports may not end up in shortage within India, so government introduced this windfall tax. भी ये जो एडिशनल पैसा बना रहे हैं इसके ऊपर एक टैक्स लगा देते हैं. That tax which was introduced, now it has been removed. Okay, so now like oil exporting companies, they can do the business the way they want. सरकार का कोई हाथ उसमें नहीं होगा. Okay, so this is what was there in today's newspaper. So that's it for the day then. Thank you very much.